Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 63. San Francisco 49ers taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Jones looking to throw right away. Being chased out left. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing Jones. Caught out right by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this throw will be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. He's still on his feet. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Still going. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Coup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Purdy now on second down.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Purdy will look to throw again here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
There he goes left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Open man, that's Renfro. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Renfro with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Purdy off the play fake, rolling to his left. And a across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Here's Spears on second down.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
On the toss, it's Spears.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense is moved. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
45 yards.
And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter to the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
That is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy. This is caught. Here's 1st and goal. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take it this time. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Jones. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
OT in the Super Bowl, something the Patriots know all about, and they'll once again get the ball first as we start this overtime session. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game, and now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Patriots gearing up to go now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Patriots gearing up to go now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
At field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. There's Henry to make a nice catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.